Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Couch Casuals podcast. I'm your boy Kyle. I'm here with my beautiful host,
Robert Dylan Vasquez. What's up, y'all?
We are here to break down the UFC 320. What a show it was. It was one of the better shows in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
There was banger after banger. Patchy Mix got finished. No, he didn't get finished, but he got beat.
Just
in the prelims.
Just cut him, dude.
Dude. Patchy Mix, man.
It's embarrassing at this point.
Came over with such hype. Man, these boys from PFL and Bellator are not having a good run of it. Pitbull's kind of finally stabilizing.
Yeah, but he's out like in a couple years, if that. A couple more fights.
He's taking fights all the time. He's trying to get there. Patchy Mix losing to Jakub Wiklacz.
Did you get a pronunciation on that?
No, that's still just me trying the best I can.
Wiklacz.
I mean, I didn't actually get to see that fight. It's a split decision. So, did you watch it?
No.
So who knows? Man, but we ain't here to talk about that. We ain't here to talk about the prelims.
Get into it, dude. Come on.
Let's talk about it. We got number 14, Abus Magomedov versus Joe Pyfer in a middleweight bout.
So, I talked in the pre-show about how he needs to throw a couple more combinations. He needs to, if he's going to land that one big shot, don't just show it, load up, and then throw it.
Yeah, do something.
Hit me with some jabs,
Basket.
Give me some body work, and then, land that punch. Get him scared about the body, drop his hands, and then land that one big punch. He didn't do it. He didn't lead it in with anything. He didn't need to.
He didn't really need to. He just did what he does, and he got the sub.
Joe Pyfer with the submission is nuts to me.
Is it crazy?
You always, as a fighter, want to find the path of least resistance, right? So it's like, all right, I could strike with this guy, but if the wrestling's there, I'm just going to wrestle him, and I'm going to take him out. And it just worked. Everything just worked cohesively for old Joe Pyfer.
Old Joey Joe. Yeah, he looked really good. I mean, he's still, like you said, he was still loading up, but I mean, it didn't matter. I guess he's going to have a number beside his name here soon. What do you expect to see for Joey Pyfer next?
I expect
versus Francis.
I expect a nickname change. Body bags. I'm not feeling it.
That's his nickname?
Joe Body Bags Pyfer.
I didn't even realize that. Yeah, kind of like Charlie. The Predador.
Yeah, what was up with that?
The Predador. Is that how you say it?
Predador.
I don't know. Dude Bronx was so iconic, dude.
Sure. Even though nobody knew what the fuck it meant.
I didn't either, but it sounded cool.
We know what Predador means, but it's like...
Predador. Hey, come on. Joey...
Be careful.
Joey... Pillows Pyfer.
Pillow Hands Pyfer? Damn, Kyle.
Pillow Hands Pyfer. No, he puts him to sleep. Joey Pillows.
Does the old CM Punk?
Oh, I did it the wrong way.
Joey Punk Pyfer?
No, don't say that.
Joey Bitch Ass Pyfer?
He would knock you out.
He couldn't land it.
Hell out of you.
He telegraphs that right. I'm saying he'll choke me out. I'm staying away from that right. I'll tell you that.
He'll fuck you up.
Sure.
Anyway,
we're
getting a little sidetracked.
Shout out to Joe Pyfer. What he's gonna have a number by his name for sure. What would you give him? You got to give him top 10.
Top 10?
Don't fish him out. Throw him in the waters with top 10. That way we can at least see what he's made of. Because if you keep giving him these 13, 14, 11 guys, he's just going to be... You give him something,
Joe Pyfer, Kyle Barajo.
Beautiful.
That would be a banger fight. Somebody's going to sleep probably.
Because I think Kyle.
He just went off a loss.
He's too technical. He's not
very good.
he's not gonna let Joe Pyfer get that one off. You know, like the boom.
I think that would be a fun fight.
Very fun fight.
Joey Pyfer versus Michael Venom Page at 10. No.
Don't give him MVP. Don't give him MVP, dude.
Anthony Hernandez is 6. Nah, Anthony Hernandez is probably going to fight someone in the top 5.
Sure.
Well, I think doesn't he have his fights signed up? I
don't know.
Who's the Ritter fighting next?
The Ritter is fighting this weekend.
Yeah, right. RDR versus.
What does it say? What's the internet's telling you, Kyle?
Oh, I got Red Dead Redemption. My bad. Renier de Ritter.
Rene Dupree.
I typed in RDR. I forgot.
No,
Brendan Allen.
Oh.
Brendan Allen this Saturday.
Ooh, that's tough.
That's gonna be a good fight, dude. He was supposed to fight Anthony Hernandez this Saturday, and it got canceled. That's why I thought Anthony Hernandez had a fight coming up, because he did. And something happened. Yeah. Joe Pyfer versus Kyle Barrio would be my pick. I think that would be really fun. Somebody's probably going to sleep. Put that on the, like a main event of a fight night, or, somewhere on the second, third fight of a pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. That'd be beautiful.
Better get it in while you can. We're going to have to start calling them something else.
Dude, Abis Magomedov will probably be on the undercard of a fight night next.
If that. I don't know, dude.
These guys that I feel like these guys who are kind of ranked, but then they lose. They don't have much of a showmanship name to themselves. Dana's like, all right, we're gonna put you back in the dredges.
Yeah, dude.
For a while, you gotta. It doesn't matter if you are actually a good fighter. It just matters partially that you're good and partially that you're entertaining.
They can only ignore you for so long if you keep winning, but. Going back to what we've been saying for a while now, and same thing that Mighty Mouse has been saying and a lot of these other UFC guys, this is not a sport. This is entertainment. It's sports entertainment, because
it really is.
If you have zero, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
If you have zero personality or there's nothing likable about you, they will keep you from the title shot. That's why, what's his name is fighting Dan Hooker, Arman bitch ass Sarukian.
Sarukian will fuck you up.
I'll say what I want. He ran up on Bobby Green. Do that to Dan Hooker. See what happens, little bitch.
Dude, I hope Dan Hooker gets the dub there. Big Dan Hooker fan. Want to see him climb those ranks.
Little rich boy, bitch boy.
He is a rich boy. It's weird to see a rich man go into a fight game like that.
That's why, he has nothing to him. He's not likable. And you don't have to be likable. You got the people like Colby Covington that are artificially creating hate within the community, but it's you don't have anything about you. You don't have anything about you. I love Colby Covington, but it's fake. The whole thing is fake. But Arman, it's like, oh, people hate him, and it's like, yeah, because he's a full fucking douche.
Yeah, there's in WWE they have go away heat. It's like It's not the heat you like. It's the heat that's like, we just don't even want to see you, so just go away. And you don't want that kind of heat.
So what do you do if you're losing to Joe Pyfer, who the company wants you to lose to? They don't gain anything for you beating Joe Pyfer, because then you're going to go out there and go, all powers to be, and I'll see you guys later. And it's like, well, what's next for you? And and it's just like, whoever. You're like, dude,
just give me someone in top 10.
I break them. It's like, dude, you just went 3 rounds to a boring decision talking about breaking somebody. Anyways. Getting too hype.
We'll move on. So we both picked Joey Pyfer there.
What a weird victory for him. I'm glad to see him get,
for real.
Overall, having his a very well-rounded game, but just very weird.
We're going into Josh Emmett versus Yusuf Zalal. Boy, were we wrong.
I should have been more versed in Zalal's game. My apologies.
Yes, that's what I like it when we get showed up on here, because it's like we sometimes become super fans of the guys that show us up. Diego Lopez, for example.
Right.
See, we're not here to hate. We don't know these guys, but we're here to learn. And so Yusuf Zalal, I learned Saturday night. I learned that shit.
We learned.
It didn't even look like he fully had the armbar locked in on Josh, and Josh apparently verbally tapped. I never saw the actual tap. We were like watching it, like, what just happened? But he never complained. He never said, why'd you do that? So I knew immediately, like, he gave up in some capacity, or something happened. But man, that thing must have fucking hurt.
If it didn't hurt, it was about to hurt. You know, some of these guys, they won't play ball to the full extension. Once they know they're got, hey, let me just take this L. I'll get back in the training room. I don't want to be fucking sidelined for 8 to 12 weeks. But
with a fucking torn meniscus, well, you know, I know that's the knee,
right. Tendons
in your elbow.
I just think I watched all the replays that they had. I watched almost every angle you could watch that submission at, and I go, well, he didn't really have it. Maybe he did.
It never fully it never looked fully locked in. But it was in enough for Josh to be like, no.
Tap.
We're getting out of this. And that's fine, you know. Save your elbow for the future. If it's done, it's done, baby. No point in like losing limbs to try to hold on for another 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, when the shit's
he
locked
got him at
in,
130. I mean, you got a whole round to go practically.
Still dry. It wasn't. He would have maneuvered and he would have changed it to where it was really, really deep. And I feel like as a really amateur grappler, you know, you never want to be like, oh, I'm going to go out on my toughness and he can extend my... No. Fuck that. Josh Emmett's a pro. He goes, all right, I'll get you next time, bitch. I'll get you next time.
These guys got to protect their careers. I get it. Like some of these guys, you know, there are some psychos, and I love them for it when they just like, they don't throw caution to the wind. They don't care about themselves. It's entertaining as hell. We love those guys. But at the end of the day, yeah, he breaks that arm or he fucks that arm up too much. Josh is out for 9 months, a year. Now, he probably could fight in a couple months.
But he's lucky, though, because he has that name where he's not just going to get cut.
Yeah, like he's got wins. You're not just going to cut. He was number 8. So it's not that big a deal. I know it doesn't help him in trying to get back to a title match, which is probably what he really wants to do. That definitely hurts. But, you know, it is what it is. Yusuf Zalal, though, super impressive. He moves up to 7. Let's give him a top 5 guy. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
You got Aljo, Lerone Murphy,
well,
Yair Rodriguez.
Hang on. He's not one of those guys you think they're going to make fight backwards. They're not going to make him fight a top or 15, like towards the 10 to 15 range.
He could, but like he's beaten Calvin Kattar. He is undefeated in the UFC, so
okay, that changes things.
He's got a draw, but that was his very first fight in the UFC in 2022, and he's won ever since then.
Nice.
So, like, let's throw him into 5s, man. Give him Aljo, give him Lerone or Yair, something like that. Let's see what happens, boy.
Sure. It was, I mean, you can't say first round sub's not exciting.
I love a good sub, dude. That's, you know.
The only hate that you could throw is like, damn, he beat Josh Emmett. Like,
yeah.
Damn.
You know, we like Josh Emmett, so that sucks. But at the end of the day, that was exciting. Let's give him another big fight, man. Maybe like a fight night paper or fight night main event.
And then
something like that.
You said Josh, he didn't really take any damage. He could
fight
any damage.
Yeah,
Zalal took less damage than Josh did.
He's good to go, man. Let's get it. Let's see him in a couple months, maybe. You never know. It was a good fight. You know, for the 1 minute, it was entertaining. But are you ready for fight of the night? Fight of the year candidate?
Sure.
Jiri Prochazka versus Khalil Roundtree Jr. Oh my God. Oh my God.
When I watched pre-fight interviews, him in DC, I'm like, there's no way Khalil's losing. 2.5 rounds. I'm like, yep, picked right.
Khalil got this, dude.
That's another point on me.
Yuri looked messed up for 2 rounds. He was off. He wasn't doing his thing. I don't know if it was some leg kicks or something else that threw him off, but Khalil clipped Yuri a lot in those 2 rounds. Let's talk about the chin on Yuri Prohaska, because I mean he got hit hard in those 2 rounds.
Bombs.
But that samurai way, that samurai lifestyle, the heart of a samurai came out loud and proud in round 3. Khalil just looked exhausted. He got hit a couple times, and it was just, man, Khalil was done. Khalil put everything into those 2 rounds, and Yuri just supernatural will to survive is insane.
Yeah.
Crazy fight, dude. How can you not love both of these guys? I didn't want Khalil to win or lose, but I didn't want Yuri to lose either.
Right.
You know? So, like, it was just, as a fan in me, it was like, I'm going to love this fight, but I'm going to hate watching one of these guys lose, no matter what.
Well, I hate to bring in other sports to this, but it was like watching this last Super Bowl where it's just a blowout. Like, it's like you don't want Yuri to lose badly, but you're down 2 rounds. You go, come on, Yuri, like, pick it up. Like don't make this a blowout. But then it happens, and he picks it up, and he's just because he knows that Khalil is too technical to go at him conventionally. So Yuri starts throwing the wild shit.
You gotta get wild in there, man.
And he baited Khalil into a brawl, and it's just not. That's not what Khalil's made for. He can do it. He's made of some grit.
No, he's just so technical, dude. He swings those fists. My God, the power on those shots. Yuri doesn't go down in this fight to some brutal shots, but has been slept by Alex. Alex's power is otherworldly.
It has to be crazy.
Has to be insane. Shama. Yeah, Yuri's a madman. I love the guy. Is he? So we're going to talk about the main event shortly, but spoiler alert, Alex is the champ again.
Of course.
Do we get Yuri Alex 3?
No.
Or are we getting Alex Carlos Ulberg?
Neither.
What are we getting?
Yuri Ulberg for the interim.
That's for the interim?
Yeah.
What?
Let's go on.
No, because we got to talk about that now.
Alex is fighting John Jones.
Oh, you're right.
Alex is going to go on. He's going to fight John Jones. He's going to vacate because they're not going to let him have the 205. And then you get Ulberg Yuri for the interim. There's no way they don't make that fight. There's no way.
That is the worst matchup for Alex, period.
And it's a good matchup for John. That's why he's going to take the fight.
John is such a...
And then they both retire.
I know the likelihood of Alex knocking John Jones out is like minuscule, but God, I want it to happen.
Compared to, other strong fighters, there's not really anybody that has the touch of death that John's faced like Alex. DC, he's gonna wear and tear you, wrestle you out. Very bad style for John, and he overcame it. This is like, don't get hit once. Dominic Reyes didn't have that. They said Thiago Santos had it, but he walked away with 0 knees after fighting John Jones.
John at heavyweight is massive. Obviously, Alex could be too, but like the amount of size John has at heavyweight, he goes for one takedown, he shoots the beginning of the fight, and he gets him down. Like, I don't see.
No. How many shots did Ankalaev win and successfully gain in their first fight. Ankalaev versus Pereira.
Yeah, but you're comparing Ankalaev to John Jones.
Okay. So where John Jones is more well-rounded in striking and grappling, Ankalaev just has wrestling. That opens up his striking.
No.
We did talk about that. It opens up his striking. No,
John Jones' wrestling is better than Ankalaev's.
Okay.
You're forgetting who John Jones is.
I'm not. Well, he hasn't fought in a long time. A lot of us would forget.
In a long time, and he could be different. Maybe it's not as effective.
What does he do that to Tom Aspinall?
No, because Tom Aspinall matches that size.
I'm saying it is a challenge to everybody who thinks they can just wrestle fuck Pereira. Go ahead, try.
Dude, I hope more than anything he knocks that man out. But anyway, Jiri Prochazka,
Carlos Ulberg,
big W. Mm-hmm. If that's what happens, that's going to be an equally fun fight there. That will be entertaining as hell.
Sure.
I'd rather see Alex fight one of those two guys and not move up to fight John Jones, but that's very, very likely. Like you said, it's money, entertainment values there.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised at you and your lack of continuity and not wanting a third fight with Alex and Ankalaev. You don't want the trilogy?
Fuck no.
Who does? Did you see his coach? You saw Ankalaev's coach be like, "Oh," and Glover's like, "No, dude, fuck
no."
This.
We'll get into it. I'll explain why I don't think there should be a third. Mm-hmm. But let's get into Corey Sandhagen and Merab Dvalishvili for the bantamweight title.
Do we have to?
We do. This fight was not that bad. It was just caked in between an amazing fight and the excitement that was the main event. This was a good fight. Mm-hmm. Corey looked pretty decent in the first couple rounds.
Right.
Merab is a fucking animal.
He almost got stopped round 2, if I remember. Corey.
He did. But my God, dude, Merab just does not quit.
Did you hear he sparred the day of the fight?
I don't doubt it.
He did 5 rounds. Khalil said, swear to God, he did like 5 rounds. Which is,
dude's cardio is otherworldly.
Yeah.
I was literally about to say he could probably go like in a 10-round UFC fight.
Yeah.
But that would make sense if he sparred for 5 earlier in the day.
Who's going to match him?
No one.
Who's going to match him?
He's that little kid that like never stops at the playground. Like
Sure.
He could run in circles for 24 hours at the playground.
Yeah.
Until you just like put something in his way to stop him. Like just drive the car right in front of him.
It's getting predictable. So much so
it is.
Merab in his post fight is like, look, guys, anybody can beat me on any given day. You just get, and you're like, dude, that's not convincing me. I don't think anybody can beat him. Sugar Sean, a favorite of the show, favorite of mine, comes out and he's like, I hate to say it, I think I'm the only one that can beat him. He's like Corey's.
I know, it's so funny, dude.
Corey's not a fucking sniper as well. Corey Sandhagen, I mean, dude, is just, he was starting to land on Merab a little bit.
Yes.
All Merab does is just go, oh, that's cute. And then just.
Merab almost KO'd Corey at one point, if I'm not, well, maybe not that close, but he was piecing him up.
It was close. It was close.
Merab is clearly a wrestle guy, but he's not afraid to swing and bang every once in a while. Mm-hmm. I don't know what you do with Merab next, man. Like that fight, Corey had some moments, but it was mostly dominant. It was a mostly dominant fight by Merab.
You give him Peter Yan. If Davison Figueiredo wants to come up, that he's like,
he just won Saturday night, right?
That dude is 125 pounds soaking wet, dude. You can't give him Merab.
Does Merab go down for Pantoja?
No, because he doesn't know how to cut weight.
Does Pantoja go up for Merab?
No, because he knows better. You know how Merab cuts weight? He doesn't.
No, I don't really.
He doesn't water cut. So what you're supposed to do is you replace most of your food intake with just gallons of water. 1 or 2, usually just 1 gallon. That way, when you're cutting weight, all you're doing is cutting water weight. You sit in a bath with Epsom salt and a bunch of different tricks that people like, you know, the towels they lay on the floor or whatever.
Yeah.
All that's usually just water weight. Merab goes, Tuesday, I stop eating.
That's the most Merab thing.
He goes, I stop eating. I just work out, have a little bit of water. Then eventually he gets to the point where he has no water, just works out. And then, because when you look at him, it doesn't look like a healthy weight cut, but he just does it like that's his job. So he's not going to complain about it. He's not going to bitch about it. You got these guys and these girls who can't cut 4 pounds. Now, I agree, the last 4 pounds of a 20-pound weight cut, it is difficult. But this dude, he goes, no, I just stop eating. And then
I just stop eating.
I weigh in on Friday morning at the 1:35.
What do you think he just walks? What does he walk around at?
I don't know. It usually tells like in cage statistics about like what they, you know, are in cage. Yeah. He probably walks around at least 160 something. Has to.
I was like, because he's a small framed guy. Like
he's dense. He's got
dense,
that.
But he's just like that small frame.
Mm-hmm. He's got that Dan Henderson body. He feels like wood. You know, like he just feels like just intense.
Who do you give Merab next? Sean is still at 1. Umar, he just beat Umar. Peter Yan's at 2, tied for 2.
He probably
have ties.
I don't know.
I've never seen that before. Well, Umar and Peter Yan are listed at 2.
These are funky rankings now. They don't exist anymore. Real rankings are out the window, and they would honestly, in my opinion, never were a thing. But yeah, I think you give him Peter Yan.
I guess that's probably next. Corey's at 4. Song Yadong's at 5. Figueiredo's at 6.
I think Sean's gonna fight Song Yadong. I think that's what I read.
Oh, that'd be fun. Dude, Merab is just walking this division right now.
He's not going up to 45.
No, he looks too small for 45.
He looks too short for 45.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not like dissing him at all. He's just a smaller dude.
By the way, off point. Have you seen Islam Makhachev?
I have not. I have not seen him.
A lot of people were questioning whether he'd be big enough for 170. He's big enough. Hey Kyle. He's big enough.
Spoiler. Let me look him up, but
he's like, it's a video of him wrestling some guy on a beach, and he's got him by the neck, the back of the neck, and dude just looks straight out of Planet of the Apes. He looks like a hairless chimp. It is.
I'm ready, dude. I'm terrified, but I'm ready.
I mean, I don't know how he made 55. If he ever walked around like he does in this video,
I'm gonna have to find this video at some point.
I'll send it to you after we get done. But my brother in Christ, Islam, he's big. Merab could be bigger if he cut weight healthier. Like the fact that he needs to get down to 135. I don't see him being one of the ones that make the 145 jump, mainly because Aljo is in that division now.
Yeah, he's not going to move up there with Aljo, that's for sure.
And
They're
then
buddies.
If he was, he's not coming back down. It's just not. It's not happening.
Dude, bantamweight's he's got a
chokehold on the division
on bantamweight right now. So it's not. I mean, honestly, I like all these guys who want to move up and down. That's cool, but like sometimes when somebody is literally just, I'm just gonna dominate this division for 10 years or whatever. That's pretty fucking dope in its own right.
And he wants to fight in December. That would make 4 title defenses in a year.
Let him. Give him somebody. Whoever in the top 7 that can make that fight.
Is it really getting that bad where it's like you're going to give him the Jalton Almeida to the Tom Aspinall?
Unless Peter Yan can do it, it's not going to be Sean at 1. It's not going to be Umar. It's not going to be Corey at 4. It's not going to be Song Yadong. Well, it could be Song Yadong, maybe just throw his ass in there.
That'd be so fucked up.
Davis and Figueiredo at 6. You can make that one with like, oh, this dude was a former champion.
Yeah, you could. No, you could. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. It's not happening.
No, but Like that, at least you can market that in that way. Cheeto Vera at 7, that's not happening.
No.
Mario Bautista, like who?
Mario Bautista, he likes to play spoiler. Yeah.
I mean,
I like Mario Bautista because I don't like him.
fair enough. Ayman Zahabi, and then Henry Cejudo at 10.
No, Cejudo's never. No, I don't even know if is Cejudo even fighting. Didn't he? He retired as double champ. Realized, oh shit,
I gave up a lot of my prime.
there is no bidding war for Henry Cejudo. So I guess I'm gonna return. Maybe I don't know, man. Because if Sean loses to Song Yadong, you might get the Henry fight. You know, Henry versus O'Malley. But I'm talking like, what a sad day it is for all these guys that are gonna lose to Merab and just wrong era. You know how we always talk about like, man, so and so would have been champ. They would have been holding the gold if it wasn't for them being in this era.
It's so crazy that like certain divisions have just had somebody who was just levels above the rest of the division.
Levels is in like, oh, come on, guys, it's got to be competitive, no?
In Merab's case, it's not.
He started off really streaky, really like sketchy in his career, and then just hit a stride.
Something clicks.
To where it's like, oh, how did you get this good? How did you become this?
Where did this come from?
Right?
And I mean, man, I think for out of the wrestle fucker type fighter, Merab is easily one of my favorites. He is entertaining. He doesn't get a lot of stoppages. So like he stopped O'Malley in the second fight, but like it's mostly unanimous decision. He's not a Khabib who can get some finishes. He does just kind of control you. But I mean, he does. At least it's not just lay there for 5 minutes. It's I'm going to throw you down. I think he lets people get back up.
I think he was padding, and I think he even self-admitted that he was padding his stats in the Sandhagen fight. He's like, all right, get back up, and using that little clever like ankle trip, like from the back.
Yeah, dude.
And Corey's
that
just
like when he's got the waist and he just kind of drops down and just. I mean, he has. I think he's been probably doing his whole career. He just lets people get up so he can slam them again.
I don't know, man. I really couldn't tell you what's next.
He's dominant, dude. It's crazy.
I'll tell you. I can't bet on him, or I can't bet against him. I can't bet on him as in I don't want to, but I can't bet against him. If you were to use DraftKings or Prize Picks or whatever gambling apps or sites that you use, if you
don't
want
pick against him.
If you want a sure thing, if you go in, and this is to all the casuals, to all the professional whatever watchers, if you want to call yourself a professional watcher, that's fucking dumb. But if you think you know ball, always bet on Merab. Bet the house on Merab. That way you look cool in front of your friends. Like, I told you he was going to win.
I told you Merab was going to win.
Merab Davishvili.
Yeah, shout out to Merab Davishvili. How far is he from bantamweight GOAT status, would you say?
You know, I love Dominic Cruz. And Dominic Cruz will forever be my GOAT. Merab was GOAT of the bantamweight division 4 fights ago.
4 fights ago? Man.
Yeah. So if you count Corey, and then you go backwards, what, Usman, Sean, Umar, and then Sean, right? To become champ, look at who he beat. To become champ.
Jan, Aldo, knocks out Moraes, Stallman. Now we're getting into like the lesser, but like from Moraes on, because Moraes, that was kind of like the downfall of Moraes. Moraes was still considered like top tier going into that fight. Yeah, the run is insane.
And then look at what he did to him. Look at what he did to an Olympic gold medalist. He carried him over his shoulder like he was saving him from a burning building. Slammed him down.
Henry Cejudo was wild.
That's crazy.
Dude, Henry Cejudo has not had a good run since coming back in 2023.
And then you have,
He took 3 years off to lose to Aljo, lose to Dwavashvili, and lose to Song Yadong.
Embarrassing.
He should have stuck around, dude.
He should have never left. Idiot.
Should have never left.
Moron. You think you're worth more than you are? Triple C. Shut the. Anyways, yeah. When he became champion, you go, oh shit. He literally now he didn't beat Aljamain Sterling.
No,
but politics, get in the way. Friendship gets in the way. Teammates get in the way.
No, those guys, they stuck to their word, and it's worked out mostly for both of them. So good for them, because you don't see that a lot.
Loyalty.
Anymore. And I'm all for it.
Yeah, but to answer your question, he is the current sitting GOAT. Whoever beats him will not get that shine, because they just
you don't immediately become the GOAT when you beat a GOAT, because they've been there for so long. Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about? The Machine? You ready to move on to the main event?
Please.
All right. Let's talk about the champion, Magomed Ankalaev, versus the former champion, Alex Pereira.
Poetan.
Dude, Poetan came out and he said, "You want to talk shit about me, boy? Let me show you what the fuck happens."
You want to talk some shit?
So, when you said last week, or 2 weeks ago, Alex said he wasn't 100% in that first fight, we said, you have to prove that now? I think he proved it.
He came in 200%.
He came in, he took the center. He was on the other side of the cage before the bell finished ringing, it seemed like. He was in that man's face. He was throwing with bad intentions right out the gate. And that one shot, boom, hit him on this back side of the head, puts Magomed down.
Did you see
them fucking elbows?
Did you see the stance switch? Ankalaev, he's southpaw. Alex, he puts him on his back foot, and he's like, oh, shit. Switches to orthodox, gets caught behind the ear.
Dude, those fucking elbows, and that one body elbow to reopen up the head, just boom, boom, 12-6. Boom,
I love it.
boom,
God,
boom.
It's one of my favorite moves since it became legal. It should have been legal the whole time.
That was probably like the most 12-6 moment since the re-legalization of it.
Besides the Patty Chandler fight, but I mean,
oh yeah, that is true. But man,
there's something about when you throw an elbow down, this whole thing goes across, and it kind of like tic-tac-toes. It kind of crosses, right? But when you get the 12-6, and you're like, it's just
that one point
slices
it's
through.
So visceral to watch someone just do that too, man. It's boom, boom.
And then Ankalaev, like you said, is covering up, and just the one right to the ribs.
The one to the ribs just opened it right back up. There was no Alex, dude. He said, "Did you say this about me? You said this about me?"
Fucking Google Translate, like, hey,
Ankalaev
want to make
probably
sure.
didn't.
No, it's Twitter fingers. Ali Abdellah's rat.
Magomed's probably like, "What is this? What are you talking about?"
Who?
Well, that lit a fire under Alex, regardless. And my God, I haven't had one of those like stand up and scream wins in a while. Boy, I stood up. I was loving every second of that fight.
What a dude. Gets on the mic, and instead of calling his shot, hey, I want John Jones at the White House. He knows that he has the star power to. Well, no, not right here. Maybe in the post-fight press conference. Maybe I'll say something, but for right now, we should all take a moment of silence for Arthur Jones, John Jones's brother, who passed away.
Did he pass that day?
It was within days. Within days.
Man,
what a guy! What a dude!
I honestly hadn't even. I guess I'm not on Instagram as much anymore, thankfully. So like, I got there and I saw that in the beginning of the show. I said, "Damn, I didn't even know what had happened." And then, dude, Alex is a great guy, so I love to see it. You saw Jiri crying with happiness watching. That's like some pure levels of respect right there. Competitors, but like Yuri's like happy for the dude. He was happy that maybe I get my shot back at Alex. Ankalaev, go back to the mountains. That's all I gotta say.
Kick Dagestani rocks, dude.
Ain't nobody want to see it anymore. You're not getting a third shot. That was too emphatic.
Yeah.
The first one was like, on Alex's worst day, it took you 5 rounds.
Yeah.
On the best Alex had, it was over in 1 minute and 20 seconds. So whatever Alex wants to do is what's next.
I hope so.
John Jones, maybe. Jiri, maybe. Carlos, maybe.
I'd call me whatever you want to call me. I don't want to see anything but Alex versus John. I don't want to see anything. I don't want to see Alex versus Aspinall. I don't care. I don't want to see Alex versus Surreal Gone.
The name is there. The name, that fight will be one of the biggest fights of all time.
He's done it, dude. He's Alex. John, no. We've talked about this ad nauseum. John, no, has not done what he was supposed to. Kind of, went against his word. Okay, you pay me this much money, I'll fight Tom. Okay, hey, John, we have the money. And he's like, nah, I'm retired.
John doesn't deserve this fight.
No, but Alex does.
Alex deserves it. If Alex knocks John Jones out, is that one of the most iconic short careers of all time?
Yeah.
We're talking about a career that started, at least in the UFC specifically, in 2021. He's been in the UFC for just less than 4 years. In 1 month, it'll be exactly 4 years. And he has done all of this. He has dominated the middleweight division. He fights Israel Adesanya, does the unthinkable. And let's talk about Izzy for a second. The only guy to make Alex look weak in that first fight, even though he gets the win, then knocks him out in the second fight. This only escalates Izzy's greatness too.
Sure.
When your opponent, when your greatest rival is this amazing and you look that good against him too, I think that only elevates your own career.
I'm not taking away from Izzy. I'm not. He's a favorite of the show. He's a favorite of both of ours. He's kind of one of the reasons we started this show. He was fighting a very depleted Alex.
He was.
So,
but
but still, to do that to Alex.
Alex did that to everybody else at
Alex did
185.
It to him. He did it to Izzy.
Did it to him. It's Sean Strickland. Boom. Silva's the only guy in 185 that went 5 rounds, or went the full fight 3 rounds technically. But like, man, the way he came in as like a shadow, this like shadow of Izzy's past, just kind of working his way up. Not really but too many people knew about it until it's like, okay, here's this boogeyman, knocks him out, goes on to lose to Israel Adesanya, but then moves up and makes domination at 205.
Where he should have been all along.
Dude.
Their pass didn't even have to cross. Alex was just being petty at the time. He's just like,
it really was. But it was funny.
Oh, sure.
And now you see videos of Israel like getting super hype, Alex winning. Alex is so likable. With even looking like an absolute stone-faced killer, he's an incredibly likable guy. Yeah.
Well, because
it's insane.
He does his job in the ring. He's not one of those guys that's gonna just hug you against the cage. He knows. Aside from like learning English and spewing a huge monologue at the end of his fight, he doesn't need it. I always get onto the foreigners, the Brazilians, the Mexicanos. I always get like, come on, guys. At least do like the Zhang Wei Li, like, My name is Sean Whaley. Remember me. It's like, give me some of that. That way you know, oh, okay, cool. There.
Unless that's your performances.
Sure. And Alex's performances speak for themselves, dude.
They do, dude. This dude is one of my favorites of all time.
How can he not be? How can he not be when he delivers?
If you're watching in this era, how can Alex Pereira not be one of your favorites of all time?
Mm-hmm.
Period. I'm excited to see what happens next with him. He get whatever the fuck he wants to do, he can do it.
It doesn't have to be the White House. Give him John. Give him John like the next week is International Fight Week. It doesn't have to be on the White House card. Give him John whenever.
Just give him something. Man, what a great show though. UFC 320, a very solid pay-per-view this year.
Shout out to UFC 320. Shout out to the production. Shout out to the show itself. Shout out to Charlie Olives for getting the win over Gamrot.
Gamrot on Saturday night.
Shot on him, took him down, choked him out. Didn't see that coming.
Hell yeah. The re-rise of Charlie Olives.
Listen, there were some reports, and I, like you said, I know you're not on Instagram like that anymore. There were some reports of some tainted alcohol in the system of
Gamrot?
No. In the arenas, Rio de Janeiro, like their alcohol or something. I don't know. I got to look into that deeper. Brennan Schaub, way long ago, said when he fought Nogueira there, he had his locker room and they backed a truck up into the hallway of his locker room and there were just gas fumes. I think Brazil is poisoning the away fighters. I'm just being 100% serious.
Fighters just have an advantage because they're used to it.
No, maybe, but that's still an advantage for them, whether they're used to whatever.
What does alcohol have to do with the fighters? Surely the fighters aren't drinking alcohol in the lead up to the fight.
In you know how the Celsius thing came out and they were accidentally putting alcohol in the Celsius and then they were shipping it out. Yeah, dude, don't drink Celsius, dude. There was hundreds of thousands of cans. I'm inflating that number. But yeah, batches of Celsius were going out with alcohol in them.
What?
And that's just in America.
How does this happen?
These are just people, dude. Wow. These are just you and me at the local factory talking shit, and then something goes down the wrong line. There was some tainted. I mean, you can look it up. UFC Rio de Janeiro tainted whatever.
I'll look it up later, but
talk to the people. Talk to the people about how Charlie Olives. What's next for him, and I'll find it.
Charlie Olives, man. I wasn't prepared for Charlie. Let's look up Charlie Olives. Gets the dub on Mateus Gamrot. Let me pull up where did my rankings tab go? UFC middleweight.
UFC alerts staff of rise in cases of methanol tainted alcohol. And that, I wasn't necessarily saying that the fighters are drinking this, but 3 people have died from methanol poisoning in drinks over the past few weeks in Brazil, and more than 200 cases have been confirmed. Tainted drinks, mainly vodka, gin, and whiskey, whether it's intentional or accidental. And it's you guys need to get this shit under control. So that's just the fan aspect of it. Who knows what's going on with the fighters and staff?
That's true. Charlie Olives at 4 currently. This may not be updated. He may not even move up. Mateus was 8, so. But ahead of him is Max, Arman, Islam, who's no longer technically at 155, and your champion, Ilia Topuria, who he had beat Charlie Olives. I don't know. I feel like Charlie's got at least another fight before he could claim a title shot. It's got to get another win. Max, Charlie.
Well, what if I told you that he was fighting for the title next?
I'd be down.
It's just the BMF title.
So it's Max? Fine. Please do not put the BMF title as the main event of a pay-per-view. I'm sick of, the BMF title is fun. It doesn't have to be these guys are banger. Like, they're going to bang it out no matter what. But anytime the BMF is like the main event of a pay-per-view, it just doesn't feel as big.
It makes it kind of cartoonish, in my opinion.
It's a little cartoonish because it's like these guys aren't the world champion. They could be. Like, these guys are very, look at the way the first two fighters for the BMF it was Jorge and Nate Diaz, right? Neither of those guys were very, very close to the title at that time. Is this after Jorge lost to Usman, or was it before Jorge lost to Usman the first time?
I think Jorge was still on his rise. I want to say that Nate was a part of the rise of Masvidal, and then he lost to Usman.
But you just knew Jorge never really felt like he had anything for Usman. At least these guys now feel like they're a little bit closer to an actual title, but just not there still.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, now
I don't know what we're going to see.
Now that Max is at 55, anything to get him closer to Ilya, yeah, I think
it's fine, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like you can't give Max Justin Gaethje. We saw how that went.
No, that's just happened so recently. And is Justin fighting soon? Or is he still like, I want Ilya or I want nothing?
I think he's going to get the Ilya fight, which I told you is the biggest hunk of shit in a long time.
It's going to be entertaining.
Sure, but not to put his personal business out there, Ilya is going through a divorce right now.
That is true. I heard about that.
I wouldn't want to be the guy to fight him, especially with like the anger and the fucking just sourness in his heart. I told you it's the Patty fight. That's what you do for Paramount Plus. That's how you launch the Paramount Plus deal with the Ilya Patty the Batty Pimblett. That's the fight you want. It doesn't seem like they're going to go that way. Do you give Patty Charles? God, no. Path of least resistance. You give it to Patty. Show him what he's made of. He can beat Ilya. I know he can. Charlie's a different story. So, who knows? But yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I would like to see Patty versus Ilya. I think that would be the most fun fight to promote. But Justin, I get where Justin's coming from, but I feel like he doesn't have like a recent enough big win to feel like that's warranted. But he's been one step away from the real title of his whole career. And he's got a puncher's shot against Ilya, so...
Oh, yeah, sure.
We'll see.
Every fighter doesn't really get the choice of when they want to go out. Usually, Habib, shout out to Habib and his the loss of his father. He's like, all right, fuck it, I'm out. He didn't choose that. Sure, he chose to go out, but it's like, did he really? If he would have had his father, he wouldn't have went out.
No,
so it's like they don't get to choose. And so this is a situation where Justin, sayonara, dude, get out of the rankings. You're going to get this title shot, and you're going to get exactly what you're asking for. And I don't know if that's what he wants. I don't know if...
This could be nasty.
I don't know. Knockout?
He suffered some really bad knockouts, and I think Ilya's punching power is better than anybody's... His knockout ability is better than anybody Justin has ever fought.
Justin could wrestle, but that win.
When has he ever opted to do that when it would have given him an advantage? He could have against Max. So, he could have against Dustin.
Give it to Justin. Give it to Justin.
He did knock out Dustin at one point. So
yeah, kick was nice.
We'll see what happens. Anyway, updated rankings for the show till the end of the year. We got Robert at 7-3 and me at 5-5, so it's not that far off. Obviously, we did the same picks this time, but UFC 321's coming up. Let's see, last bit of business. What are the last pay-per-views of 2025? How many do we have left? Is it 2 more or is it 3 more?
I want to say it's 2 more, but
let's see.
There should be one later on. this month? No, next month.
There's on October 25th. There's going to be October 25th. Is UFC 321. Oh my God, give me a listing here. Why can't I get just a concise page of the last few pay-per-views? I'm gonna have to look them up individually. UFC 322 will be November 15th.
That's a quick turnaround, dude.
323 will be date and location officially announced 2 days ago. That will be the last pay-per-view of the ESPN era on December the 6th. So we have 3 pay-per-views left for ESPN and for 2025. The next 2 are pretty spicy. They're pretty spicy.
I agree. May the best casual win.
All right, boys. We love you. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.